Let's see what we got going here. You're live. And that helps a little bit, maybe. Hey everyone, how's it going? Boom Slang here. Welcome to my channel, Mail Call. And so, hey Truth, how's it going? That was quick. I didn't even have time to even work on my intro. But anyway, so tonight I wanted to go through another box of those cards that I picked up Saturday. Is that fan too loud in the background? Do you hear a fan? Let me go ahead and get that. There we go. Oh, let me get my chair set up. All right. So my setup is the same hodgepodgey thing that I had before. Excuse me. So this is one of those 3,200 count boxes from Saturday. Gonna slide them out of the way so we have some room to go through and see what's in here. And looking for Hall of Famers, stuff like that. Anything unusual, unique. Okay, well, I turned it off anyway. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so David Murphy here already. I don't know what he's doing. Slip and slide or something. Anywho, so everything looks good? Looks good. I got. So this is a gold card, I guess. 07. It's his rookie card, apparently. Oh, yeah, it says right in the front. Never mind me. I just, hey, Hunter, how's it going? Let's see. Then we got some Bowmans here. I don't know any of these names. So, just going to try to go through these fairly quick. I'm not going to. Octavio Dotel, I've heard of him. 2000 Bowman. Yep. Michael Myers, he needs a hockey mask. Milton Bradley, heard of him. Jason Romano. So, how's everyone's day been so far? Oh, that's World of Warcraft. They're sideways. I have two of them kind of just bumped up against each other here with a little tape holding them down for when I game. My stuff stays, my mouse stays still. Now looks like we got some 83 tops. Yeah, it's getting there too. It's almost got to be at least 9 o'clock here. 9:21 here. So John Wathen showing his face. Too much glare. I can probably see if I can kill that overhead light. See if that's the glare source. Hopefully that did it. All right. Unfortunately, I can't get. No, I probably could have gotten it lower. There's a now and super veteran, Rusty Staub, like a now and then. And there's Rusty Staub right behind. Tommy John, followed by Tommy John. Gee, I'm starting to think these cards might be in some kind of order. 35 and 36. Yeah, looks like they're in some kind of order. 34. Whoa, that one went flying. Randy Johnson, but the other Randy Johnson. Mike Scioscia. Let's see what else is in here. Dave Kingman. Jeff Reardon. There's a young Terry Francona. Dan Dreesen. I don't know if I've ever seen that card before. Hey, how's it going there, Jeff Airtime? Thanks for stopping by. 85 Fleer. Steve Yeager. There's Dave Parker, well off center. There's a better centered Parker. Mike Scott was a pretty good pitcher for his day. Joe Niekro, brother to Phil. Yeah, so this is one of the part of the bulk lot that I bought last Saturday. The guy said like 45,000. If it was more like 50,000, I give him $50. Here's George Hendricks, some 85 Donruss. Frank White. Don Baylor. Cecil Cooper. Mr. Mouse, you're going to have to get out of the way. Oh, hold on, we got a $50 budget jabs advertisement going up. All right, so that's those. Put those there. Mike Scioscia, Steve Sachs, Bill Russell, Jerry Royce, Mike Marshall, and Pedro Guerrero. Scotty McGregor. Yeah, $50. Not bad. Especially like because like I stopped collecting early 80s. Like, so I have like, I wouldn't say very few of these because I've been buying a lot off of him now, like 85s and stuff. So I'm getting a lot now. And these cards that I'm getting are like, they're crisp. It's almost like they're coming fresh from packs that these guys are opening. I don't know. These cards are just, I mean, other than they're just not cut from the manufacturer, right? Those corners are all pretty crisp. I went through another box earlier today of 70s cards, and man, they were all roached up. All the corners, they're all fuzzy. Dave Stieb. Joe Niekro. Terry Francona. Oh yeah, so like a lot of these ones will probably be replacing any ones that I've had in my collection, because mine might have been just a little boogered up too. Dave Dravecky. So, and I've been putting sets together too, guys. Boxes and boxes of sets. If I didn't already come completed in a box, I have enough filler cards to complete sets now and stuff like that. The last one I just put together was a complete 1979 Topps set, and because I bought it at auction, right, complete set, and I got it for I want to say I didn't pay more than $50 for anything at the auction, any one lot. So we're talking lots, like boxes. Like, here's a box, and this whole box sells for boom, and that's it. And they took the Ozzie Smith rookie card out, and they had it, sleeved up, setting inside the box. So if anyone opened the box up, you could see right there that was the card. They knew that was the card, and it was sitting in there, and it was off cut like all the Ozzie Smiths are. But as I went through that box of cards, there was a second Ozzie Smith rookie card in there. So now I've already had one in my collection, so I can probably put together another whole complete set, maybe two, using whichever Smiths I already have in my collection. So I might end up with 3 sets of 1979 Topps once I get everything straightened out. And if you guys have seen the room here, and this is only a small part of my collection. This is probably 50% of my collection, and I don't know how this is going to work, but I'll let you guys check it out. I know it's sideways. Try not to get dizzy, but the whole length of the room on that wall, that's all baseball cards. 5,000 counts and a couple 3,200 count boxes. So, and then I've got twice as much spread out downstairs and on the other side of the room here, and yeah, it just kind of gets a little out of control sometimes. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, and I use the excuse this time. My wife's got her headphones on, so she's not going to hear me, I hope. That I need something to do while I'm out of work and I'm hurt. I need something to do to occupy some time. So I went out and bought this 50,000 card lot. Just so I had something to sort, I told her. So if she comes in, checks on me from time to time and says, "What are you doing, cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, doing cards." I have to set up. I got to set up physical therapy now and all that good stuff. Yeah, the mountain just keeps growing. well over 2 million cards now and going strong. Notifications keep coming in. Everyone else is going on or doing something, posting. So I do have the third binder. Oh, I never put this up. Duh. There you go. Sorry about that. That's been sitting there the whole time. Kind of part of my introduction. And I lost my train of thought. But anyway, that happens when you get old. So for the most part, like all the superstars are going to be out of here. Once in a while, I do get lucky and find one or two that they may overlook, or they got stuck together. Like like there's a card behind here, and it's not that they're stuck. It's just that they're hung up. Bill Madlock's not a bad one to have. Oh, Mad Dog there. I mean, that's a good guy to have. He's got a couple batting titles under his belt. Oh, there's the Hall of Famer right there. So they kind of glossed over Ted, whether it didn't register yet that he's the new Hall of Famer or whatnot, And then you just can start piecing together sets too. There's I've pulled several Topps Tiffany cards out of these boxes already, which you guys know Tiffany sets are kind of expensive. I've gotten some Tiffany cards, a couple Desert Shield cards. Here's some Prospector rookie cards. These go together. Boom. Doc Gooden, he was just at the card show over in Philly. I didn't get to go to that. There's Goose, Hall of Famer right there. Goose Gossage with Steve Garvey in their Padres unis. You got Carter here. You got two Hall of Famers on the next card, Henderson and Winfield. How about a Hall of Fame manager, old Sparky? He is not smiling in any of those photos either. So John Jabs is right about that. It's rare to see old Sparky with a smile on his face. There's Dusty Baker, the new Astros manager. Poor guy's got a job ahead of him, being thrown to the wolves. But if he pulls it off, All right, the hobbyists, thanks for stopping by. Sheridan, Rigetti, and we're going back to this. Dale Strawberry, Rusty Staub. Hey, Gorilla, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just sorting through some boxes, a box, I should say, that I picked up last Saturday. A bulk lot purchase that I made. about 50,000 cards for $50. Chris Chambliss, Fred Lynn, Bobby Grich, Ken Force, Doug DeSantis, Bob Boone, father to Aaron Boone, yeah, it is. But I guess these are updated cards, yeah. You can tell by the feel. So these are part of the 84 update set. Dusty Baker and the checklist. Gotta find where to put these. So this one sleeve, this whole sleeve on this 3,200 count box is going to be like 85 Donruss, 85 Fleer, right? Sure, I got my years right. 85 Fleer and 83 Topps with maybe a little speckling of 84 Topps. Updates. Oh, and a spackling of these Bowman. Herbeck. Coyote. The Walkenfuss. And Cedeno. So yeah, I didn't get to go to the Philly show this past weekend, mainly because I wouldn't be able to get around that easy. My mobility is limited, and I don't have the old hover round, the old Tom Cruise hover round or anything like that to help me out. So, Dusty Baker. So I didn't go, but I really wanted to go. There's a Hall of Famer, Dennis Eckersley, snuck through the crack. Let's go ahead and sleeve him up right now. So I really wanted to get Doc Gooden's autograph. That's the one I wanted to go for and get. It was $29. I mean, geez. $8 for entry for the day. $8 to get it certified right there by JSA or whoever they were, certification people. I mean, and then just to walk around and look at all the cards, I get so like overwhelmed when you go into these places and you see all these great old cards. I've never been to a national, so this year will be my first time to any national, and I'm sure it's going to be the same. Where my head I'm probably going to need like an oxygen tank to wheel around so I don't hyperventilate when I see all the really nice old cards. And a road map, because you get lost, I'm sure, like you won't remember anything. Like, oh, where was that? I want to go back and get it. I just was, checking all the other vendors, see who has the best prices, but so this one's hiding. Kirk Gibson's hiding behind there. And with all the cards I have, it's like I still don't have like complete sets. Like this card does not look familiar to me at all. is Kirk Gibson. It's number 8 in the set. So, you know, it's going to be fun this summer trying to put sets together out of a lot of this stuff. I have yet to break ground on my garage man cave studio, what a YouTube studio, whatever you want to call it, to get it up and going. So that's still in the planning stages, I guess. I know I've got this surgery to get past, and my wife is going to have a knee replacement surgery, so that's going to slow me down. Steve Garvey. I sent this to him a long time ago. I know you've seen some of these guys who do their TTM stuff, and back in the old days, well, he even signed it in pen for me. God, years ago. So it might have been 84, 85. I may have sent this card to him, and 83. He signed it in pen. The problem with ballpoint pens, if it was running out of ink, so it was not a very clear autograph. I have a total of I think over 900 autographs in my collection. Mostly no-name guys. You get all these minor leaguers and stuff like that, but I have some nice ones too. Greg Nettles. Lamar Hoyt, Cy Young Award winner, I believe, back in his time. You go there. This guy's hairdo. Oops. And that's a big head of hair. A mop top. Dan Billadello. Bill Ardello. Frank Tanano. Brett Butler was a good steady ball player back in the day. Rick Honeycutt. Ron Guidry. Louisiana Lightning. Bill Madlock. Steve Trout. Not the father of Mike Trout. Little George Foster action going on here. Tommy Herr has a batting title. Ken Force, or that's Bob Force. His brother Ken pitched at the same time as he did. Johnny Wathen again. Hal McRae. And Dane Org had a brother, Garth Org, that played in the big leagues at the same time as him. If you want to talk about sibling major leaguers, there you go. Just had half of a couple of the teams. Well, and then we had the Joe Niekro, part of the Niekro brothers, that pitched around the same time. We had a Bob Boone, whose father, Ray Boone, played in the major leagues, and his two sons played in the major leagues. Aaron and Brett Boone. There's our Sparky. What is Sparky's real name? Yeah, they're not telling us here. I know it ain't Sparky. Chris Chambliss. There's Dane Org. Ralph Houck. Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer, base card. And guys, that is the first row. Well, we got this stack here yet. Let's put some of these back to make room for the next ones. So we sleeved up 2 cards so far, Hall of Famers. I didn't sleeve up the Sparkies. I could have, and normally I do. Not this time. We still have like over 2,000 cards yet to go through. Again, I want to thank everyone for stopping by and hanging out, commenting, all that good stuff. Participation is great. I know that I don't know if Eric went live or not, or he just posted his a video, $50, whatever, budget. He did one the other night I saw too, from Walmart, $50 budget. But okay, these are the 84s. Finish up this last little stack of 83s. If you guys checked out the my couple videos, there's Dale Murphy that I posted the last couple of days about those binders that I picked up last summer in an auction, and finally getting to go through them. 2 of them were like all hockey cards, and the other ones were baseball. So they'll be posted again sometime tomorrow. I'll put one up, trying to just, I shot them, I recorded them ahead of time, and then I'll just release them one per day kind of thing. Don't want to overload, the YouTube community with videos. Some people feel that you shouldn't put out more than 1 video a day. Whatever. If you got the content, if people like it, I don't see a reason why you can't put out more than 1 a day. It doesn't bother me if someone puts out more than 1 a day. So out of that first 1,000 plus cards, and this happens, there's some boxes you get, like I'll get boxes that are all like minor leaguers and not even good minor leaguers. But we've got, say, Eck and Jack Morris, Blackjack. So moving into the center sleeve, we have more of these Bowman. And we got some tops behind it. So let's see who these got. These names are hard to read. Aaron McNeil, Chris George, Felipe Lopez. The more the merrier. Yeah, I hear you. I can do at least 1 a day, probably. But even eventually, I would run out of content too. I mean, I'd have to go then digging out these boxes and everything else. So those were minor leaguers. Now I guess we got some big leaguers here because of Rondell White, Chuck Finley, Brian Jordan, Fernando. Oh, there's the Tatty Daddy, Fernando Tatis Sr. The Tatty Daddy. Freddie Garcia, Brian Giles, Chris Benson, Jose Lima, Greg Vaughn. And then we're back to minor league. John Garland. I think he made it up to the bigs. Or at least a cup of coffee. All right, we got some more 85 Donruss. That's great. I might have a nearly complete set minus, a couple of the big names. Maybe they're going to be in here too. I don't know. Should see if these are in order. 13, 14, 18. So there are cards missing, but they're in some kind of order. Davey Lopes. And what are these? What year are these? 2007 tops, I guess. Yeah, the last one was 2006, so it must be 2007 tops. Ryan Klesko. I never even knew he played for the Giants. Ryan Klesko played for the Giants? Okay. Hey, did you hear about Bautista from the Blue Jays fame? Trying to make a comeback, this time as a pitcher, like a two-way star, basically. He's been doing bullpen sessions. I don't know with who, but he's been clocked in the low 90s. So he may be mounting a comeback as a pitcher. Hojo, a young Hojo. He had a couple years with the Tigers. So he was sent down and came back up. So, oh, look at this card is so crisp. It's a Burger King card too. It's not a Topps. I mean, it's Topps, but it's a Burger King. It was produced by Topps for Burger King, and it is so crisp and sharp. It's ridiculous. I know it's only 1980, but next year it'll be another year older, so. Oh, you know what? I think it may have been dropped on its corner. Yeah, I see a little ding right there where it went. Blink. Still nice. It's Tug McGraw. He's not a Hall of Famer, but it's just an older card. We should preserve older cards. So now we're getting into Burger King cards. I'm going to say there's one. So these are going to be Burger King, and there's a nice Bernie Williams. So all these shiny cards too, like I try to sleeve them up to protect them, because you guys should know that without that protective sheet that they come with, sometimes they just get all scratched up. So preserving it. Plus he's a Yankee, So these are all Burger Kings, so I will sleeve them up because it's kind of a rare set. I don't know how far out they produced these. This is a Philadelphia team, so they were probably produced obviously in the tri-state area over here and handed out at Burger King. either with your meals, or you can buy the team sets there. I'm not sure. But they did get a little ding. This one's got a ding on the corner too. This Dick Ruthven. So, but I mean, this one here doesn't have any dings. It's perfect. The corners are so sharp you can shave with it. So if we take the time and preserve the cards now, you know, maybe in the future, though, when they are worth something, that someone will say, my God, look at the condition of that card. Like a 52 mantle. Can you imagine if someone got a 52 mantle and just straight out of the pack, if they had the technology, which they didn't, to preserve it, just put it in your shoebox and never look at it again. Just put it away. Never bring it out. Never look at it. And then today, bringing it out and looking at it and say, oh my God, it's a 10. That would be awesome. Here's Griffey Sr., young Griffey Sr. But the only way to get them to be 10s is you got to preserve them now. So that's what I do. That's what I try to do. I invest in penny sleeves and top loaders. Not so much one touches or anything like that, because then the cost goes up exponentially. But to spend another 45 or 50 bucks on sleeves for 10,000, and then to buy, a couple hundred top loaders just to preserve them is just a small price to pay. Larry Bowa. There's Griffey Sr. again. Dave Van Goyder. Bobby Brown came up. He was a really hot player at first, and then just kind of fell off the face of the earth. There's Darryl Strawberry, 85 Topps, or 85 Donruss. This being his second year. Very nice. It's nice enough that I'm going to sleeve them up just because it's a nice card. We'll just put that right there. Put this right here. And moving on. Pressing on. Chili Davis, Willie McGee. Sid Bream. Rex Hudler. Johnny Wathen again. The third different Wathen card. Mickey Rivers. His son played too. Mickey Rivers Jr. played in the major leagues for a little bit. Mookie Wilson. Hits the dribbler between Billy Buckner's legs. Actually, it hit the base and squirted by. Art Howell. Dale Murphy. You know what? I didn't sleeve up the other Murph, but I will sleeve up this one. Got a little ding on the corner though. That's a bit disappointing. Bob Horner hit 4 home runs in one game. Chris Chambliss. Don Guidry, Griffey Sr. Looks like we're going to have some 87 tops coming our way here in a minute. Chance to get the Bonds, John Baylor. Barry Bonds rookie card. Greg Nettles. Steve Garvey. Is there going to be Dave Trevecki? Is there going to be a goose on the loose? No. Lou Whitaker. Next time I'll have to put it lower. I was banging my head last time, but that's all right. Jim Leland. Frank Viola. Bob Horner. Dwight Evans, record breaker. Another Pirate, but the wrong Pirate. Dave Rigetti. Yeah, another small stack coming. Dave Kingman. Some 84 tops here. Hal McRae leading the pack. Lots of McRaes. Ooh, a lot of Hals. And we got more coming. Hal McRae. Some Don Baylors in this box for sure. Bucky freaking Dent. Now we slide over into the 83 tops. Back to 84s. Kent Herbeck. I guess 4th year card. the 84s, back to 83s. Dave Concepcion. Here's a league leaders, lefty, Steve Carlton. Carlton again. Here's one that RBI leaders, Hal McRae, Dale Murphy, Al Oliver. Home run leaders, Reggie Jackson, Gorman Thomas, and Dave Kingman, King Kong. There's a Keith Hernandez. Sparky Lyle, then and now. Played for the Red Sox and the White Sox. And there's Sparky's regular card. And in between playing with the Red Sox and the White Sox, he played for the Yankees. All right, some more 85 Donruss. And we got some Upper Deck. Colin Young. Here's a die cut. Quivio Varus. Kirby Puckett, All-Star with Bichette. The Bo Daddy, I guess you want to call him. Here's a Boggs and a Matt Williams. Shane Mahan. He's a shiny, so we'll sleeve him up to protect him from any further wear and tear on the surface of the card, the face of the card. And it appears we have a few of this guy here. This number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Yep, that's it. 5 of him. Then we got a Mike Sweeney. That's cool. Mike Sweeney has some good years with the Royals. And Ryan Dempster on a foil card. So we will go ahead and take care of this foil. This is a playoff authentic memorabilia. I don't know what's authentic. There's nothing on here, but okay. Whatever. Gary Sheffield, Clear Flare from 94. Here's a Chan Ho Park, Waves of the Future. Remember, he was a big name back in the day. Lee over in South Korea PCs him. Matt Kemp. David Martinez, now the manager of the Nationals. Brad Fulmer. Matt Williams on some Skybox, Dugout Access. This is a Fleer product. Ben Grieve. Tony Clark, Daryl Connell, rest in peace. Scott Rowland, and that other guy again. Dallas Green, Ricky Botalico, Will the Thrill Clark, like a second year card. But we're going to sleeve it up. Why not? Got to start somewhere. Might as well start with this Will Clark, preserving him. Mickey Wilson again. Here's a insert card from the Fleer Sky box. It's a doubleheader, Mo Vaughn, and that's it. It's an insert card. It's Maurice Vaughn. Here's an insert of Kenny Lofton, doubleheaders. Doubleheader of Tony Clark, head of the Players Association, the Players Union. Rafael Mondesi, my nemesis, Hall of Famer, Pedro Martinez. But he's a Hall of Famer. There's a long gone Juan Gonzalez, two of those. Little Dogs, Rod Myers, Fred Lynn, Jose Canseco All-Star, and the Yankees team checklist. Let's get these, start to get these back in. That one's got a ding on the corner, pretty bad. That Fleer Flare. Pull out the next stack. Here's a Carlos Delgado Classic Best 1991 minor league card. Oh, here's a Fleer Ultra insert. It's a see-through card. Tim Wakefield. Card number 10 of a 10-card subset. Plastic too, that's nice. It's really hard. You're not going to damage it a whole heck of a lot. And then we've got these oddball, off the wall kind of cards. Jonathan Johnson, Ray Durham, Nick DeVecchio, Jeff Darwin, yep. Brad Klontz, yep. Jimmy Haynes. Brad Woodall. Here's another Fleer insert card subset, 7 of 10, and it's a Reggie Sanders rookie card. He actually made quite a stay quite a career in major leagues. He was up for a while. He wasn't just a cup of coffee and gone kind of guy. Tony Langmeyer, he's all boogered up there. You want to talk about paper loss? Lots of it there. '92 prospects. And Grieve, Joey Hamilton, Matt Williams, Todd Walker, Todd Green. So with I gotta turn that fan back on. A little warm in here. All right, I'm back. My glasses back on so I can read the names. And so we've got a whole bunch of these 90 Donruss. I'm gonna pass on that a little bit. I know there's some errors and stuff in there, but gotta have better cards in here somewhere. Got some 83 tops. Some 90 Fleer. Juan Gonzalez. Oh, look, the Eric Lindros batting card. Wow. That might be the hit of the box. Eric Lindros batting. Toronto Blue Jays. I don't have this. It's part of the traded set. That's cool. Eric Lindros. Hockey player. Making a guest appearance here on a baseball card. So we'll put him right there for people to stare at. And we got Tino Martinez rookie cards. There's Darren Holmes and Rudy Cienez. So those boys back in there. Let's go through these 83s real quick. So they're all 83s. And they look like all 83s. So we can put the rest of these back in the box. More 84s. I'm gonna put that back. Put the Burger King cards back. And now let's go through the last little stack. Again, I don't know if we're going to hit the 90 Donrusses or not. Luis Tiant. Game piece in here, not rubbed off. There's a Hall of Famer. Phil Niekro. Another game piece. Yep. That's 2 game pieces. This is what's making me think these guys opened up packs just to get the best cards out and then just put these cards back, put these in the box to sell to me. I mean, I don't know. Why are there unscratched game pieces in here? Here's another one right there. There's another one. Very interesting. So let's see how many cards between this one and the next game piece. See if we get like 14 or 15, which would probably make up a pack. Seven. 10 is 8. Sparky Lyle 9. 10. 11. And there's a piece. Now, you could have taken a card out of this, card or two out of that pack. So let's just check for consistency. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobby Mercer, 5, 6, 7. Bob Horner, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, there could have only been 12 cards per pack. Don't know. There's another one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we got one there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's another one. So we could play our own, like our own game. Do scratch offs. Jack Morris, there's a Hall of Famer. Dave Righetti. And another game piece. Unscratched. envelopes. There's a Hall of Famer, Tim Raines. Sparky. Game piece. Game piece. Battle Blue. Dave Stewart. But we got a Tim Raines Hall of Famer out of that sleeve of cards. We got the Jack Morris. We pulled the Eric Lindros batting card from Score. We pulled the Phil Niekro. We pulled a Pedro Martinez. So that center sleeve, the middle sleeve, had 5 Hall of Famers in it, and we didn't really go through this. Guess we can. There's so many errors in this set. I guess the big one is the Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, where their pictures are on the wrong cards. Smoltz is on Glavine's, Glavine's is on Smoltz. Also, all of these, not all of them, but these ones that have the star, like the All-Star cards, should have stats on the back, most recent All-Star game like performances, and it doesn't. This one has recent Major League performances, so this is the error card. The corrected one would have All-Star performances on. There's a Jack Morris. So we'll put old Jack down there. We'll find one that is correct, I think. Winfield, Hall of Famer. And Mark Grace. Here's the Yaz puzzle card, not the actual puzzle. So here's an Eric Davis All-Star. Now let's see if it says recent All-Star game performances or if it says Major League performances. Recent Major League performances. So this is the error one as well. So like right in there, it should say All-Star game. So we'll keep looking. Not that big of a deal, I guess. Major League performances again, so still getting the error cards, which tends to be the flow of like a box. If you're to buy a box of cards, and you'll get the same thing. You'll get cards that if you get one error, then they're all that that error. If you get them that's corrected, then they'll all be a corrected version. It's all in the printing production and the collation, I guess. And one last little stack, and we'll be done with that row. Hey, Truth. No Justice cards. We haven't been getting a lot of anything, really. Curt Schilling. So we're finishing up the second row in the box, and we've been doing these 90 Donruss, and so far all of these all-star cards have been the error versions, and this is no different. Again, it's just going to say recent Major League performance instead of all-star game performance. However, let's get him on the camera here. The Eric Lindros card showed up in this box. Score. Traded set. Cool Beans. Didn't have that one. Error card again. Recent Major League performances. Not. Here's our second Jack Morris. Goose. We got the Goose. Goose Gossage. Nice. I wrote the Goose through TTM. Matter of fact, on my YouTube homepage, my YouTube channel homepage, that autograph that's kind of in the background there is Goose Gossage. There's no Justice yet. Hey, Alex, how's it going? No Justice, but we... Oops. See that one? Not so hard to see the name. Let me see if I can get it to focus on it. The Lindros card was in this box. Pretty cool. So this center row produced quite a few Hall of Fame cards, Hall of Famers. Whether they're valuable cards or not, really doesn't matter. They're Hall of Famers, and so this one I pulled out a couple Jack Morris, got the Goose, got the two Morris, I got the Winfield, we got this Jack Morris, we got a Tim Raines, we got the Lindros, who was in the NHL Hall of Fame, we got the Phil Niekro and the Pedro Martinez. Row 1 had a Morris and an Eckersley in it. I'll just lay these back out. Like that, it's good. These are the error versions of these all-star cards. And we're on the third and final row, and this one is stuffed. to the gills. Put you there. So these are 2000 Bowman. And they're supposed to be TV sets, I guess. Got a little dinged up on the side. So they're minor leaguers. Thanks, Alex. Darnell Stinson, Gary, don't know. Don't know, Alan. Steve Fish. Nope. Nope. Brandon Inge, heard of him. He had a big league career. Kevin Barker. Yeah, they're like foil. Alex Sanchez. Brian Schneider. David Eckstein. He had a big league career. As soon as I move my mouse out of the way, all the notifications come shooting across. Jimmy Osteen, never heard of him. Pugmire, nope, sorry, Rob. Jason Romano, that's my wife's maiden name is Romano. Terrence Long, he was up for a little bit, I guess. Never heard much about him, but he does have several different years of cards in the bigs. Let's see what else we got in here. So that might be all for those for now. These 2000 Bowman. And we've got these Topps 206s. Kaznarski. Mike Patton from Faith No More Band. Oh, I never heard of him. Alex Gordon, okay. Garco. Masterson. Kochman. Kinsler. Ian Kinsler. Saunders. Ramirez. Cahill. Guthrie. Guzman. And then here's some Diamond King legends. That's a Dave Stewart. And that's Kirk Gibson. Randall Cabrera, Jean Pierre, Carlos Guillon, Jeremy Burnett, Aaron Rowland, Jake Peavy, Nick Johnson, Dan Herron, 3 Dan Herrons, another Peavy, Phil Nevin, another Nick Johnson, Aramis Ramirez, and we're back to the 206s. Some guy named Young, Jimenez, Ubaldo Jimenez, Valentin, Fukudome, Schneider, Young, another JP, Jean-Pierre, and then we got a mixture of cards here. 89 Donruss, 92 Donruss, Some upper decks. There's Eckersley. It's not too stuck. Nope. So we got Eckersley. Alvaro Espinosa dares to show his face. That mustache and those glasses. I'm going to put him there because we know who likes him. Reindeer Studios, old Scott over there. There's Gary Carter, Tom Flash Gordon, Alan Trammell, Steve Sachs, Juan Gonzalez, Steve Sachs again, Kevin Brown, Candiotti, so 92, 91 tops. First brick. It's only 2 cards, but these are notorious for bricking this year of Upper Deck. So we'll see how they go. No, yeah, a little bit of paper loss right there. Looks like snowflakes. Jimmy Key and Jeff Parrott. Put them over there because they're a little sticky for some reason. Mitch Williams, the Wild Thing. Here's a Glavin accepting an MVP trophy. Very nice. It's a checklist, but still cool. Mosi Salou rookie, rated rookie card. Espinosa, you show up 2 times. Tino Martinez, rated rookie. John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. Here we go. Off-centered, off-cut, miscut checklist. Whoop, he's miscut too. And so is he. 3 in a row. Possibly from the same pack. That would be my guess. All right, what's this? Hobby Masters, Jason Giambi. Okay, never seen these before. It's by Topps. And it's like a 2003 Topps. Hard to see the small print. Let's see. Oh, that's all you guys, so you guys can read it. Yeah, well, you guys can read it for me. Just kidding. It is from 2003 Topps. It's an insert card. He just happens to be wearing a Yankee uniform. We'll just leave it up, but nothing too great about it. Oh, here's another with Giambi. New Age Performers. That's a cool back. NA6. So I'm thinking that's like an insert card. And we've got a Kalesko Rookie Team All-Star. Something like that. So this is all rookie team, Fleer Ultra 94. 5 of a 10 card set. I'm going to leave it up just because it's an insert. Oh, look at this. Nice. Albert Bell, Mickey Mantle collection, or whatever they call this thing, this set. Love the back. It's got Mantle on the back. It's got his third. That's, by the way, guys, if you ever see Mantle signatures out there, the current one on the market is the one that he ended up with for his final signature. But there are other signatures out there that are Mantles that are different from the nice big loopy M's that he's got on there. So you ever see other ones like, and I should know this because I'm a huge Mantle fan, and as a teenager, I modeled my signature cursive after his second version of his signature, because I just wanted to be like Mick. Who didn't want to be like the Mick? And I've never seen him play, only in old movie clips and stuff like that. This is a special Yankee set from Upper Deck. Sparky Lyle. Another Giambi from Leaf. Oh, that's a Crime Dog Hit Parade. Tampa Bay hits. Nice little shiny baseballs there in the background. And he was fourth with active career hits, 2,477. Palmeiro had 2,780. Roberto Alomar, and then Bonds. Biggio fifth at this time. On the way to 3,000 anyway. There's guys that were over that, and of course Pete Rose had 4,000 hits. John Lieber, Fleer Flare. Here's a Pinnacle subset or separate set on its own. Cecil Fielder. Subset All-Stars from Fleer. Sheffield. Oh, there's another one of those Yankee cards, too. Excuse me, guys, while I take a drink. There is a shiny in there, too. I see some more shiny. So we had a nice... I gotta get a drink. Hold on. Joey Bell, Going Yard, Albert Bell. It's got a little story inside, I guess. 440 feet. Never seen those before. And it happens to be a Hall of Famer, Larry Walker. Nice. Nice and shiny. More inserts. Kenny Lofton from Fleer Ultra. Juan Gonzalez, Pinnacle. Dean Palmer. Yeah. Looks like it might be the set here. Eric Karros. Yeah, it is a nice walker. Cliff Floyd, Mark Witten, bat inside or hand inside the border, please. There you go. Phil Plantier, Derek Bell, yep. Rick Wilkins, okay. Robin Ventura, that's Reggie Sanders. There's Albert, Joey Bell, Carlos Baerga, Manny Ramirez. Whole set might even be here. But I'm going to leave up to Manny for now. This is PS13. So what were the first PSs that we came across? 24, 25, 25, 24. Okay. Let's see if they go in order. 13, 14, 15. I don't know. They're out of order. So, probably the really good ones are gone. We'll throw, he's not a Hall of Famer. We're not going to put him down there. Travis Fryman, Gary Sheffield. Maybe there's a Justice. The Sheffield, someday he might make the Hall of Fame. There's a Justice. And Justice for All. Let that there for you guys to stare at if you want to look at the old Justice. Who's this? Chris Hoyles. There's a Mo Vaughn, a Maurice Vaughn. Get in there. Tim Salmon. JT Snow. I know you've heard this before. I said this many times on my channel. His dad was a professional football player for the Los Angeles Rams, Jack Snow. Here's a Diamond King, Baerga. Here's another Donruss insert, Spirit of the Game, Kenny Lofton. Stealing, and there's the back of the card. He's a bag bandit. You bandito, you. Here's Bull and Baby Bull, Greg Lazinski and Lazinski Jr., I guess. They look alike, too. Big, stocky, look like football players. Here's a Diamond King Wally Joyner. All right, and looks like we're hitting some upper decks now. How about Jim Rice, Hall of Famer. Try to go through this quicker. These upper decks are just so hard to go through quick because they're so thin, number one. And they're just so dry, they stick to each other. Not stick, but they don't want to cooperate. They don't want to slide, let's put it that way. You want to slide them. Still don't want to go. Ken Herbeck. Fernando Valenzuela swinging the bat. And I don't see the ball getting past him, so he must have nubbed it off or something. Doug Driebeck. Go to them last. Let's see what else we got here. Some OPG 93 OPGs. Nice glossy cards, and they're not all bricked up. Here's a JT Snow. Here's an insert of Kenny Lofton, gold card. Card number 17. Oops, get back on there. Graham Lloyd. Another Baerga, another Arias. Okay. Some 83 tops. Palmer. Jenkins. Not going to worry about the leaders. Got a whole bunch of these. I don't know if we're going to spend a whole lot of time looking at them. We did find some good players though in the other sleeve, so we'll have to see about that at the end. We'll see what we want to do, as we're over halfway done with this. We got, looks like a bunch of 83s left. Don Baylor. Dick Hauser. Just see if they got these in order. 81, 80. So even these are in order. Like they may have broken up a set just to cherry pick out the really good cards. And then just do the rest in here. No, because they're still in order, but they're not. They are in the 400s. So who knows? All right, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see the back of that Justice again. Get it centered up on the screen here. So this is like an insert, or not an insert, but maybe a separate like 60 card sets. You know how they would put them out in little boxes. This is the PS1. The card number is PS1. So the PS is for Power Surge number 1. The front says Power Surge down here around a baseball. Pinnacle. For the next live stream, I'll have to lower this camera. I wish there was a way I could hook it straight up to the ceiling with a telescoping pole, like a periscope on a submarine, like down periscope, up periscope. Yeah, that's a unique one. I've never seen them either, those Power Surge cards. Bunch of all-star cards there. Dave Dravecky. Lee May. Dick Williams is a Hall of Fame manager. Gary Templeton. There's a Negro and a Dale Murphy Braves leaders. So Gary Templeton, who was a good player in his own right. His claim to fame would be he was traded straight up for a Hall of Famer. Ozzie Smith. They trade you 1-for-1. He was. Templeton was a good player, great player. So, and I forget the YouTuber's channel that put up some photos, some old, 50s photos on his channel just yesterday. And one of the last ones he showed was turning a double play. Del Innes for the Phillies was forced out at second base, and the second baseman was a guy named Smalley. And turns out that it was Roy Smalley's father. So Roy Smalley is second generation major leaguer. His father. So when I saw that video, I decided to do, and I don't know why I picked that particular picture, that photograph that he put up, just because it was a Philadelphia Philly player, Del Innes, and I've heard that name before. So I want to do a little research and find out more about the second baseman, because I saw the name. I believe it was Smalley. I must have read it somewhere, because I tracked it down by that. So here's the story, and I put the comment on his video. The comment that I left was, a little bit more history about your photograph. There was, Smalley had a son, was born in 1952. First, I backtracked. I said Roy Smalley was like Roy Frederick Smalley, or whatever the heck his name was. Maybe it wasn't Roy Smalley. It was something Smalley, Frederick Smalley. Anyway, and that he married his teammate's sister, which was Jean Mauch, I believe. I don't remember now. But he married his teammate's sister. In 1952, they had a kid, a son, who went on to play Major League Ball. Now, here's something that a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't know until I looked it up. Roy Smalley was such a good ball player in college. He was drafted 4 times. 4 different years he was drafted. 4 times, or 3 times, he rejected, right? And then on the 4th time, he accepted, and he was the number 1 overall pick, right? And then later on, like a year later, he was traded to the Minnesota Twins for Smalley, 2 other guys, and cash for Bert Blyleven. So, I thought it was cool I just decided to just look that up for this guy. Nothing even asked for it, and just like, hey, guess what? Guess what I found out about your photo? And he thought it was cool too. There's Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer. And there's young Ted, old Ted. I forget the YouTuber's name, darn it. Obviously he's one of the people I subscribe to, and had a little thing popped up. So I'm like, oh, let's check this out. And voila. It was cool. It was cool. Some of the family ties, like I talked about the Boones, um, Ray Boone, Bob Boone, and then there's Aaron and Brett. So Ray's the grandfather, Bob's the father, and then Aaron and Brett are the sons of Ray Boone or Bob Boone. Here's a trivia question for you, for everyone out there listening. Here's Hall of Famer Woody Herzog. What brothers combination have the most major league home runs as brothers? I like that. Oh, Ricky Henderson, Luis Tiant, Ragetti. Any guesses? Remember, there was 3 Alou brothers, so it could be more than 2. It could be 3. The DiMaggios, there was 3 DiMaggios. Okay, you're thinking Alomars, like Robbie and Sandy? Not father, sons, but brothers. So you're thinking Alomar. Nope, not Alomar, though. I don't even know how many the Alomars have. It's actually a very simple one. Very, very simple answer. Yes, Rob got it. The Aarons. Hank and Tommy Aaron have combined the most home runs in Major League history. Now, obviously, Hank was the big guy, and Tommy had like 10 or 15, maybe, I think, in his career. I'm not sure on his exact number. Now, if Bonds had a brother that played, then it would be the Bondses. What were the 3 DiMaggio brothers' named? There was Joe and Dominic. Joe and Dom. What was the third brother's name? That's not a trivia question. I just can't think of the other DiMaggio. And you had the 3 Alou brothers, Matty, Felipe, and Jesus Alou. Yeah, we're going to put Tommy down there. Why not? He's a Hall of Famer. All right. With the exception of this big old stack here, we're almost done with this third and final sleeve of this 3,200 count box. Yeah, right there is Gene Mauch. He married Gene Mauch's sister. Fernando Valenzuela. And Dom DiMaggio played for the Red Sox. Joe played for the Yankees. Holiday get-togethers must have been really nice around the DiMaggio house. There he is. 31st stolen base sets standard for catchers. 1982 record breakers. Johnny Watha. The man, the myth, the legend. All right, so we didn't go through this stack yet. I'm just going to try to flip through it real quick because they're just not really cooperating. Ruben Sierra. It's got the back on it. I did pick up at the flea market a Ruben Sierra upper deck card that had no back on it, which was cool. I'm like looking at it like, what's the error on this? And then I flip it over, I'm like, oh yeah, there's no back on it. Okay. All right, put these back. We'll go ahead and we'll put Manny there with Dave Justice. All right, the last stack is all these 90 Dunros. And then the box will be done. Howard Johnson. Oh, there's a couple all-stars here together. Let's see if they're the error or corrected version. Error. Error. Another Eric Davis. Let's see. That's the error. Have not come across. I don't expect to come across the Smoltz Glavin error. Mark Grace. Larry Walker. Another Yaz puzzle card piece. Schilling. Might be a Hall of Famer one day. All right, Ruben Sierra. Nope, error. Error. I like to find a corrected one so that I can point it out. All right, Hojo. Error. So all these must have came out of the same box because they're all errors. There's no corrected so far. Jack Morris. Another Howard Johnson. Error. Rick Russell. Nope. Error. 2 shillings. It's got part of the wrapper stuck to the back still. Wax. Nope. Cal Ripken. Woo-woo. And it's the error card. We'll put him over here because he's an all-pro, all-star, Hall of Famer, Mr. All-Around, nice guy, Cal Ripken. He's such a nice guy, they named a baseball league after him, the Cal Ripken League, which is the equivalent of like Babe Ruth, or it's a division of Babe Ruth, I guess. I played Babe Ruth. I played Little League and Babe Ruth. No Legion ball. Played in high school. And that was it. Nope. Then I played in these adult leagues around here up until last year. I took 12 years off to be in the military. I was in the military for 12 more years at the end of my military time. And did the hey Apex, how's it going? Terry Steinbach is the error. Jack Morris. So we didn't find the Smoltz-Glavin error in that, but again, we weren't opening fresh packs. We were getting hand-me-down cards. Got you. You sorted three of these. Well, I mean, I could have sorted a lot today too, but this was actually last spur of the moment thing. I'm like, I already put out a video for today, but you know what? I want to get through these cards. Only got the one Justice. This is the Manny from the same set that the Justice came in. Only one Justice card, but it's a cool like miniature set of like I've never seen these Pinnacle cards. So this is Power Surge, and this is PS number 1, PS1 in the set. And I don't know how many come in the set, but the Manny card is 13, and I had a few of them. Not a complete set, but have you seen them? They come in like little small 60 count boxes or 130, like an update set box or something like that. They weren't inserted into packs, were they? Did get this today. This was in the box too. This was pretty cool. I've seen pictures of this. I never had one. Is the Score Eric Lindros card. Yeah, the camera kind of stinks. Oh, and the repack. Okay, yeah, that could be too. So that's cool. I've only seen and heard about this card. To actually find one in this box is kind of ridiculous. I don't know what it's worth or anything like that, but that doesn't matter. And my nemesis here is Alvaro Espinosa, thanks to Scott over at Reindeer Studios, who seemed to relish in the fact that Alvaro always shows up on my channel. In my sorts, in my breaks, whatever. When I'm ripping packs, it's rarely that he doesn't show his head. Now, his card's not as prevalent as the Waffens and the Plunks and the Swindells, but he definitely seems to like it. Over here on Mail Call, so we did get our share, and I didn't pull all of them. I left some managers. I just opened dead pitchers, Skaggs, Fernandez, and Halladay, all three together. Yeah, that's true. That too. Did you do a video or did you do it live? And you titled the video, Dead Pitchers. Haunted by dead pitchers. I see dead pitchers. There's a slurry of titles you could go with on that one there. But we got our share of Hall of Famers, so not bad. And these cards, I am just so surprised at the crispness, the sharpness of these corners on these cards. It's like, I know they're not like 100% centered, but when you're talking about these corners are so sharp, and I jokingly say you could shave with these cards, you almost could. I mean, they're just, I get it, but I'm just wondering like where all these came from. You opened 2013 Pinnacle and back to back. Yeah, well, that's strange, but I guess it happens, that's just oh, it happened to you twice. Okay, so yeah, there might be some something else going on there with baseball card gods trying to send you some kind of subliminal message, maybe. Got this really cool Larry Walker out of the box here too. Look at this, Larry Walker. Oh, so shiny. So shiny. LB3 is the card number. Late bloomers, Bowman, Larry Walker. I pulled this Tim Raines, 83 Raines, Phil Negro. Got this. This is a guy I don't like him, but what are you gonna do? He's in the Hall of Fame, so I gotta sleeve him up. Pedro Martinez. I don't like a guy though. I think he's a jerk. What are you gonna do? Here's a 85 Donruss, Jack Morris. Fuzz on the card. Pretty cool. Got a stack, couple hundred of 85 Donruss in this box. How about this really cool Eckersley going all out? Got a Winfield, another Morris, Goose on the loose with his Stachio going on. So Eckersley, Carter, Trammell. There's a Glavine with an MVP trophy. Schmaltz, Rice, Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, Ted Simmons, Whitey, Ricky, Fergie, Gaylord, Tommy Lasorda. There's another Walker, Morris, Cal Ripken, way off center cut, but still a Cal Ripken Jr. And then we got these two, Alvaro Espinosas, and for some reason, and got a slew of these were like almost every pack spaced out between 7 and like 11 cards were these game pieces. So that's weird. Justice, Walker, and Lindor were definitely the hits. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this video. I don't know what time it is. I'm sure it's getting late. And some people have been posting stuff while I've been streaming, so I'm going to go check out their videos. When did you do your stuff, Apex? Was that today? Is that those videos up to be looked at? Yeah, have a good one. See you guys tomorrow sometime around the channel somewhere, I'm sure. Alrighty. And that's that. Kind of organized. Alright, good night, guys. It's now 12 minutes, 2 hours and 12 minutes into the stream. I'm going to wrap it up. I have to split these up. Put these, they're nice. Put these in here. Very nice. Everything fits. And that's it, guys. Box number 2 is down from the Saturday's purchase. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, everyone, for coming in, hanging out, spending time here. I appreciate it. We're still pressing on. We're still trying to get to 1,000 subs so I can start streaming live from my phone when I go to flea markets for you guys. That would be awesome to do that. I would love to do that. But you just got to put in the time, I guess. Still got to draw in more people to the channel and try to keep growing. Again, though, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so now. I would appreciate it. And don't forget to click on that little notification bell that's like right over here on your screen. And yeah, that way you'll know when I post another video. And this is Boomslang signing out, saying peace, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. There you are, Mr. Mouse.